We all remember our first crush, and most of them were pretty extra. Mine personally was Benny Rodriguez from The Sandlot, Junie B. Jones, and The Mushy Gushy Valentine by Barbara Park. My name is Junie B. Jones. The B stands for Beatrice, but I don't like Beatrice. I just like B, and that's all. I go to school in room 9. Room 9 is where they have afternoon kindergarten. They also have morning kindergarten, but I'm not as familiar with that arrangement. Today in school, my teacher had an announcement to make. Announcement is the school word for listen to me, and I mean it. My teacher's name is Miss. She has another name too, but I just like Miss, and that's all. Miss told us that we're going to have a special day in room 9, and that's called Valentine's Day. She said that Valentines were special cards about friendship, and all of us in room 9 were going to give them to each other. Me and my bestest friend named Lucille squealed real happy. Oh, I love getting cards. I especially love getting the kind with money in them. Money's my favorite kind of mail. Me too, Lucille. Money's my favorite kind of mail too. Plus, also, I enjoyed the Publishers House Squaring sweepstakes. Miss looked down at the girls, and she did a chuckle. Well, I'm sorry, girls, but I'm afraid there won't be any money in our Valentines. Here in room 9, we'll simply be wishing each other happy wishes, but it'll still be lots of fun. She smiled and continued. I will be making a special Valentine's box to hold all the cards, and on the day of our party, I will personally deliver the cards to each one of you, she explained. Just then, Junie jumped right up in her chair, because nobody had even mentioned a party before. Hooray! Hooray for parties! Can we have cake and donuts? And what about cotton candy and cheese apples and pretzels? And she thought some more. Plus, also we'll need red licorice and peanut butter cups and chocolate-covered raisins and Macie milk balls and gummy bears! She looked over at Miss. Maybe you should be writing this down. Miss shook her head no. She said that they would have cupcakes, punch, and candy hearts. Junie sat back down, very disappointed, because not much thought had gone into the menu. That's why. Then Lucille stood back up. What kind of punch, teacher? Will it have fresh raspberries and strawberries floating in it? My Nana's caterer always puts fresh raspberries and strawberries in our punch, and it's delicious. After that, Lucille twirled around in her fluffy dress. And what about ballroom dancing? I'm learning ballroom dancing at my expensive dance school, and I'd be happy to teach the children who are cheaper than me. After that, Miss stared at Lucille for a long time. How very generous of you, Lucille, but I don't think we'll be having ballroom dancing. After that, a shy girl named Leanne stood up. Or maybe we could hire a magician. Or what about a wild animal act, like a grizzly bear or a sea lion? After that, a boy named Polly Allen Puffer ran right to the front of the room, and he jumped up and down and all over the place. No, wait, I've got it! We can get some jugglers who juggle chainsaws! After that, room 9 clapped and whistled and hooted and hollered, because who doesn't love chainsaw jugglers? After that, the children got very quiet, and they looked at Miss. Her head was on her desk, and her eyes were staring out the door. Then they all got very quiet, because Miss was scaring them a little bit. Plus, they were out of party ideas. The next day, Junie and her bestest friend named Grace were playing on the playground. And guess what? They saw Miss carrying a gigantic box in room 9. It was the box that they're going to decorate for Valentine's Day. Wow! That thing will hold 1,000,000,000 Valentine's Day cards, said Junie, real thrilled. Stop saying Valentine, Junie. It's Valentine with an M sound. Stop trying to be the boss of my words, Grace. This is America, and I can say Valentine if I want to. I wasn't trying to get you to stop saying Valentines, and I wasn't trying to be the boss of your words. I just want you to stop saying Valentine with an M, said Grace. Yeah, well, we can't always have what we wish for, Grace. I wish Valentine had an M in it, but it doesn't, does it? After that, her and that Grace made squinty eyes at each other, and they crossed their arms and they tapped their angry feet. Only pretty soon they got tired of that, because fighting with your friends is not that much fun. That's how both of them said an apology to each other, and they hugged. Sorry, Junie B. Sorry I tried to be the boss in your words. Sorry, Grace. Sorry, Valentine doesn't have an M in it. After that, they held hands and they skipped all the way back to room 9. This is called a victory skip. And guess what else? After they got to room 9, Miss said it was time to decorate the Valentine's box. All the children watched as she took out the box and covered it with shiny white paper, and she cut a mail slot into the top of it. Then they all got out their scissors to paste paper hearts into the side. Junie cut hers fastest. Miss, look, I'm already done cutting my heart, so I had the fastest scissors in room 9. Probably. After that, a meanie boy named Jim stood up from his chair. No, you don't. See, I already have 2. 1, 2. So, ha-ha, you. After that, Junie yelled, no, I just cut another heart, so I have 2 now, so you're not the matter anymore. Me, Jim. Junie looked at his desk, and he had 1 more paper heart. 3, I got number 3, Jim yelled. So Junie made her scissors go speedy fast. Ha! Now I have 3 too, so there. Jim did a fast snip. 4, I'm up to 4. Junie got frustrated and said, stop it, Jim, stop cutting so fast, and I mean it. After that, Junie tried to cut 1 more heart, but her scissors went very out of control, and her heart turned out like scribble scraps. That is not what you made me do, she hollered, real mad. Then, all of a sudden, a giant hand came flying over the top of her head and snatched her scissors right out of her fingers. Junie bended her head back to see who it was. It was Miss. She pulled a gulp. I was afraid it was you. Then Miss walked over to Jim's table and she snatched his scissors too. And so her and Jim had to sit in their chairs for the rest of the day, and they didn't even get to decorate the Valentine's box. Their cutting days were over, and their pasting days never even started.